Hi, I'm the fallen angel Christopher Daniels, an inspiration to children everywhere, a national treasure. You're watching Dre Gaming 41? Dre 41 Gaming, my man.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Drake41, aka Mr. 4K, aka Drake41, and welcome to another episode of Fire Pro Wrestling World. I haven't played this game in about 40 years. I really have not played this. Well, I'm gonna stop lying. I don't play. I played Fire Pro Wrestling Returns, but that was so long ago, and it was like just getting the controls down took me so long that it's like after I stopped playing it, my mind was so happy that it didn't have to think as hard, so I completely forgot the controls. So usually in this game, I just play Fire Promoter. Of course, I have cheats on. I have millions of dollars, and my roster is wonderful, and I'm able to sign anybody I want. Basically, I just throw a bag at them, and they run with me. But right now, I wanted to do a little bit of a FMW. Uh, what is it? A C4 match, barbed wire C4 match. But yeah, it's so crazy. I wanted to talk real quick, right? Well, not even real quick. This might be the whole video. I just wanted to have this on screen so you guys have something to look at. I'm a bit confused upon how people are looking at this AEW game, and I don't know. Like, okay, no, hold on. Before we even get into that, right? So just because I'm using quotation marks, a YouTuber, right? People will get in the comments, and I see like in other people's videos, like some YouTubers, they just don't respond or whatever, or they only respond to like the positive feedback, things like that. No, I'm not just gonna do that. No, 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 no. You want to post a comment? I have it in my right to respond to whatever you say, whether it's positive or negative. So, this one dude, right? And I'm assuming it's a guy. And I say in the video, with the AEW game, that it looks like there's a possibility that we'll have intergender matches, which would be cool. I think that would be cool. You know what I'm saying? And then there was this guy in the comments who sat there and said, having guys fight the girls is stupid. It's not, realistic, or I'm not saying it word for word, but I posted it on my Twitter, link in the description below. So it's basically he's like, mention wrestle women. It's not realistic, and a bunch of nonsense, right? So I'm like, so what? You don't play games where men face women? I mean, like you don't play Mortal Kombat, you don't play Street Fighter, you don't play Tekken. Even in Call of Duty, you can choose a woman. It was so strange that his mindset, like, why would you even say, like, the one thing I found out is the internet dumbs people down, or it dumbs down a select few who don't think as much as they should. And he was like, oh, the women are untrained, so all women wrestlers are untrained. Like, I don't understand. Like, I don't get it. And once again, I have the full back and forth conversation on my Twitter, right? I screenshotted the comments that we had back and forth and posted it on my Twitter. So let me know. You can read it verbatim what he said, and you let me know exactly what you think in regards to that. But for me, I don't mind intergender wrestling. We used to have that in wrestling games back in the day. Hell, back in what? Shoot, 20 plus years ago, women used to get busted open in the wrestling games. WWF Attitude, ECW Hardcore Revolution, and ECW Anarchy Rules. I think those three games are the only games that women could bleed in. I think, like wrestling games. We're not talking about Mortal Kombat or anything else. We're talking about those three wrestling games. Now, wrestling games after that, the SmackDown series, men can face the women. I mean, come on now. Like, Chyna's a Hall of Famer and won the Intercontinental Championship. So I don't even understand where that mindset is where women can't wrestle men. And not even only that too, right? Tessa Blanchard won the Impact Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. So it's like, for me, I feel like, hell, if they could be booked like that on television, hell, we should be able to utilize them the same way in a game. Why not? I just feel like that makes perfect sense. That's just me. Now, other people can sit there and have their own opinions and feel the way they feel, but to be completely honest, there are some great wrestling matches between men and women. It just is. Like, I can't sit there and say it enough to where how many times I found myself on YouTube watching a man wrestle a woman. And it's like, it doesn't need to be realistic. It doesn't. And it's an escape. Watching professional wrestling is an escape. Playing video games is an escape. They go hand in hand. These larger than life characters that you're utilizing that you wouldn't meet in actual real life, because they're not going to act the way they do in the ring or during the show than they do in real life. I mean, kayfabe is more or less dead. I mean, we understand that's not who they really are. You know what I'm saying? Like, Seth Rollins isn't a self-proclaimed cult leader outside of WWE television. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm pretty sure Asuka isn't around dancing all the time to every music that she hears. You feel what I'm saying? It's a character. And for anybody to sit there and feel like, oh, it shouldn't be no intergender wrestling at all. It's like, dude, relax. Come on now, like, relax. It's not that serious. I don't mind it. As long as the two people performing in the ring can make it entertaining, and where it's just like you don't start feeling a bit like, if it's like a botch fest, then it's like, all right, those two clearly aren't, their styles clearly aren't working towards the goal of entertainment. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if they're well trained, they got that teamwork in the ring, quotation marks teamwork. I mean, more or less it is. Then it's cool. I don't mind it. But if it's like for someone in my comments to sit there and say, oh, well, no, it shouldn't be that way, and women are untrained. It's like, dude, relax. Go to sleep. Take a nap. Take a nap, please. All the naps, please. Okay. We're getting off that. Now, next week, I put a poll up on not on my Twitter. I didn't do it on my Twitter. I did it on my YouTube. I have an interview, and people might be a bit confused, maybe, by what I meant by interview. Not like a job interview. No, it's like an interview. Like, I'm interviewing a game developer, and I put 3 of them: Virtual Basement, Ukes, and Visual Concepts. I am very surprised on where the voting went on that. I am thoroughly surprised where I seen where it started and where it's at. It's hilarious to me. But if you haven't already, I would definitely suggest to subscribe to my YouTube channel, because as far as I know, and I haven't really asked anybody else in the community, and I usually don't until afterwards, to say, hey, like, let's put it like this, right? How many interviews of YouTubers have you seen with them interviewing game developers for wrestling games? Now, for me personally, I'm just interviewing developers for wrestling games. That's just plain and simple. That's just, if I am going to interview somebody, it's either going to be a wrestler or a developer on a wrestling game. That simple. And another thing is, I really do want to start interviewing wrestlers. I do. And I feel like I will. I just need to get more interviews under my belt with these game developers. Like I said, I have another one next week, next Wednesday. Hopefully I can get it up on Thursday. I'm hoping to get it up to you guys by Thursday, because I feel like it's going to be a very, very interesting interview. I know that I'm not going to be able to, get answers to all the questions that I have. I might post on Twitter with questions You can submit questions to me that I'll ask, and we'll go from there. You know what I'm saying? Because I want it to be a little bit more interactive. I want you guys to, get some answers to maybe some of your questions. Now, I'm going to have to ask the developer if I can say who they are. Because I wanted to be a surprise. I said something about it already, but I feel like I kind of got it in the bag. And usually when I confirm interviews with game developers, I usually, 10 out of 10 times I get them. I mean, I've been 100% since trying. So I feel like I can definitely have this in the bag. So once again, my goal is to get you guys some information in regards to the game that's going to come out. And I don't want to say which game developer it is. I want you guys to think about that. I don't want to say who it is. I feel like I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to have that video come out. You know what I might do? I might just do like, not even say who it is. Just say, if I have an interview with a developer on a wrestling game, give me open questions, because I'm not going to tell you who it is. I think that's what I'm going to do. And I feel like that is the better bet than attempting to tell you guys who it is, because then I don't want specific questions. Like, for them, that's something that I want to do. But like, if there's a certain feature that you guys are looking for, or not, man, because if you go into the specifics of what company it is, you know what I'm saying? Like, if it's WWE, or if it's AEW, or if it's the Wrestling Code, which is just a bunch of indie wrestlers, you know what I'm saying? Well, no, not anymore. A good portion of that roster isn't indie at all. But yeah, I mean, it's just gonna be questions of like who will be in the game. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I'm pretty sure with the three major companies, we kind of got a good idea of who would be in it and who wouldn't. So I wouldn't even really utilize that as a question. I want to kind of I don't know. I'm still thinking about it, but let's get past all that. Fire Pro Wrestling World, right? I really do like this game. I do. And it's like, I have not, as of yet, created a wrestler in this game. Now, I will start creating them. But here's the thing, right? So I have a call, right, that I've always utilized. And if you've watched my videos from the past, my wrestler's name is Showtime. And for my wrestler, usually, like, I make it a mission to create him in every wrestling game that I have. So in Fire Pro, I had 3 of the homies of mine. They made him. I didn't ask them to, but they made him, right? So I'm like, all right, cool. Let me download him, see what it is. And I feel like I'm gonna have to make him. So I might do a video. I might make a video of me making Showtime. It might be a long video because I use my OBS, and my OBS sometimes acts up. I don't know. My OBS sometimes does its own thing with the way that it records my screen. I wish that we had this game on Xbox, so it would be easier for me to capture the game footage. I wish, because even with my OBS, it never catches the volume of my voice right, ever. It just doesn't. I don't know why, but it just doesn't. And I know it's just something I can't use properly. So even with this video itself, it's voiceover. Like, this is recorded and I voiced over it, and that's it. So I mean, I don't know. I want to eventually start live streaming this, but I want to make sure that my OBS can capture my voice properly, so it's not an issue. You know what I'm saying? Like, because the OBS records the game volume super high. Like, I feel like I'm gonna have to turn the game volume down damn near to like 5%, maybe like less than 10%, because it captures it so loud. Like even with this voiceover one, I have to like turn down the in-game volume so low. Like it's on like a pinch of volume. A pinch of volume. But whatever. Let's not talk about the technicalities of recording video games. Whatever. Oh, another thing. I did create a 4th gamer tag, but I got it suspended for 14 days. Because I was trying to create some other character. Okay, so I don't understand how other people do it and don't get suspended, right? And even I've done it maybe once or twice and no messages popped up. So I'm trying to create a couple of wrestlers. I'm not going to say who. And I used a body texture, right? So I always use a guy's body texture and no issues, right? I even uploaded some women's body textures, no problem. But for my new gamer tag, it was just like I already got a message the first time I did it. And I'm just like, well, what is that? Like, what? I'm like, oh, that must have been a mistake. Let me upload it again. Because I uploaded it on my phone the night prior and then tried to download the logos the next day. And all the logos except the body texture showed up. So I just did it again. I was like, let me just download it real quick so they probably won't even catch it. Man, they caught it. They caught it. I can't upload, can't download. So I gotta wait 2 weeks to get back on my gamer tag. So if people are asking for new creations, I really can't do it yet. That's something I do need to post on my Patreon. I'm also changing my Patreon to where it's just gonna be logos and tutorials. I feel like that'll be easier for me than as opposed to trying to get like call requests out, because honestly I don't have the time I used to. Some things switched around in the life of Dre, so can't really do a bunch of calls like that. I could do them in my free time, when I have a chance, when I'm not recording, things like that, which I do need to start like live streaming me creating wrestlers or record it and upload it. I think that would be pretty good to have as like tutorials and stuff like that. But yeah, you let me know. Matter of fact, you guys let me know. Do you guys want me to like go into like create a wrestler mode and put like tutorial videos on like the reasoning of why I do what, especially on the faces? I feel like maybe with faces that would need to be done more than anything. Let me know, because I'm always interested in what the community, thinks, or what type of videos you guys will want, especially if you guys are up and coming call creators. Let me know. You feel me? I feel like that's a good thing. But like, subscribe, comment, let me know. Catch you guys on the next video later. And stay safe. Later.